Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Value three. Value one. Louis. Go, 12, go.
To throw on second down is gone. Flush to his right. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. On the keeper, here's Goff. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Super 66. Value 1. Go, 12, go.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
We're set on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Play fake, Brissett. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Flushed out right. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Brissett. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. In for the score. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Gurley. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Ohio!
2nd down, Brissett. That's caught by Butler over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down.
Ohio! Flex round!
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Dante Fowler. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Flex round!
On play action, Brissett. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 12. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Cardinals. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. He may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return is Henderson. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kenny Clark coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
On the return is Henderson. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Watch 30. Hey, lift.
On 2nd and 10, gone. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, the only way to play good defense.
And that's caught left side. It's Woods. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here's Gong. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On the ground, this is Johnson. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Flushed out right. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around. Not having that success, might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
Shell. Value 3.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards.
If the post pattern is often equated as a change-up route, how about when you throw it to your big guy down the center of the field? Covered or not, you have great confidence he's going to come down with the football. And when he does, as we just saw, long gains often result.
Goff now looks to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Shell. 76, tell him. 76. Dula. 76, tell him. 76. Cut.
On first down, it's gone. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now.
12. Dula. Check. Lucky.
2nd and 10. Goff again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And Zerline's kick is good. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. But he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big run there by Johnson. 45 yards on the ground. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the 1st down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. Escaping the pressure. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. Muscles him off. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves him with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Super 66. Dula.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
11. Hey, 5. Value 3. Dula.
They're going to go for it. It's Goff. They got a man. It's Woods. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. On first down, it's Gurley. And some room to maneuver. 20. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Johnson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
On third down, Brissett. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Dante Fowler in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 15. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor, and they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Go, 12, go.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Rams on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Like 20. Value 1.
Now it's gone. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, lift! 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 Check 4! Check 4! Starting left here.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cole. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Rams on 3rd down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. On the return is Henderson. Stiff armed it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Another carry now for Gurley. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. Finding some room at midfield. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. Finding room to the 20. Touchdown, LA! Todd Gurley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. Flush to his right. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And, you know,